Hey everyone, and welcome to Rocket League. Just going to be a little recording that I decided to do here. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it into a series or not, but I felt like playing this afternoon and figured I might record it, give it a go, see how it turns out. So for those of you who have never played Rocket League before, Rocket League is basically football with cars, or soccer with cars essentially. It's a lot of fun. I do it quite regularly on live stream, but I figured I'd record some today, so it's just going to be me here. Usually I play with other people, but we're just going to find ourselves some doubles. We'll find Europe so that we get some nice good ping, and let's see what we find. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done any recording solo. And it's non-Minecraft, shockingly. Okay, looks like we've joined mid-game here to start. Sometimes that can happen. You can join mid-game. Looks like we're a goal down. So I'm actually playing on controller right now. I don't actually play this game with a keyboard and mouse. I find that controller for Rocket League is much better. So that's kind of what we've got to do here. We've got to try and score if we can, or help our teammate to score. Ooh. And try and get the highest score against our opposition. I'm not particularly good at the game. There's probably going to be a lot of losses here, but it is quite fun. So I'm going to give it a go. Ooh. It's weird. I'm playing this game without any stream music or a chat to talk to. I hope you guys have been doing well here on YouTube. It's been a little bit of a while, obviously. The last time I saw you guys was in Ultra Hardcore, which was quite some time ago now. Oh, can we? There we go. That's how you score. You have to get it in the net. Level things up here. Looks like I'm getting a nice steady frame rate on my OBS, which is always good. Which is what I'm using to record now. Bitrate tends to vary quite a bit, but I don't think that's too bad. We'll see how it comes out. This is probably more going to be a test recording than anything. See how it goes. Oh, oop, nope, no. No. I was up at the other end. So there is replays for goals and things like that. I like checking them out from time to time. Depends how embarrassing it is. Oh no, let's not let him get a third. We've always got a chance while it's 2-1. And for those of you who don't know, I am actually a soccer fan, or a football fan. Oh, damn it. But I don't obviously have much interest in rocket soccer offline. It's not a thing. But actual players and that, I don't play myself, but I do watch. I'm not going to reveal what club I support because that could, you know, bring in some unwanted attention, but I am a football fan. We recently had the Euros. I could talk about my national team though, and England did very poorly. We went out to Iceland, which was kind of embarrassing. I don't like the international football as much as the club football. I feel like club football is a bit more real, down to earth. You're in there week in, week out, you know. And Euros is kind of more of a celebratory event. But still, I like to do better if I can. Obviously, as a national team, you want to do well, and you want to represent your country well. Ooh, you nearly nailed that aerial. Nice, we've leveled it up again. Bertito 96. We'll probably never know that he was in a YouTube video, but you are good, sir. So typically, games are 5 minutes by default. I probably should have mentioned that, but they obviously can go on longer depending on the number of goals scored, replays, so on and so forth. So it's not a strict 5 minutes. It's a variable 5 minutes. If it's tied after the end of the game, we get overtime, which doesn't look like it's going to happen this time. But you do get overtime until somebody scores. It's pretty simple to play. I play with an Xbox controller, just the standard 361. It's cheap and cheerful, does the job. You hold down one of the back buttons to actually move. B is a boost, that's the stuff you pick up on the ground. You could jump, which I use using A. Can you fish that for me, guy? Oh, close. Close, but no cigar, sir. Not quite, not quite. Oh, but this time, oh yeah. 4-all. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Been a while since I've been involved in such a high scoring game like this. So yeah. Keep losing my thoughts. I'm kind of going all over the place. What was I saying? Oh, I was going over how the controls work. You use the directional stick, whatever you want to call it, analog stick, to control your steering. There is a handbrake, which is the... I want to say it's a square button, but it's not, because I'm used to PlayStation. It's an X button. That's what it is. And the Y controls whether you're on ball cam or the other type of cam, which is more of an arena cam. I prefer the ball cam because you can kind of always see where the ball is at, and knowing where the ball is at is kind of key to this, instead of roaming around. I used to not like the ball cam, then I played with it quite a bit, and then I got used to it, and now I can't live without it, honestly. Come on, guy, get me a win. Get me a win in the first game. No. Oh, that could actually be really bad. Okay, that's not terrible. Looks like somebody left. So if they leave, they get replaced with AI, which has instantly made it harder for the opposition. Nice, nice, nice. Overtime goal. Thank you, thank you. There is some inbuilt commands in here that we can use to speak to people. You win. Get the little World Cup icon. So this is new. This is a new little thing. Your boost is customizable. Your whole car is customizable. Depending on just exactly how many props and whatnot you've got, you can change your car. If you download the DLC, you can get different colors, things like that. There's a lot of options. I don't have any of the DLC myself, but I know people do. There's other unlockable cars and things like that through DLC. Then we hit ready, and we determine if we're going into the next game or not. It usually takes a couple of seconds for them to decide. You can play with PlayStation players on here, and I believe recently they got Xbox support too, so there's that. Looks like yeah, that match was about 8 minutes, even though we only played 3 minutes of it. He left. See, my ping over there is only 16. That's a pretty good ping to this server. A very good ping, in fact. So what'll happen is, while we wait for somebody to join us, we can just kind of play around in the arena here and wait for somebody to join. Sometimes people won't join, but typically it's not too long of a wait. Yeah, here we go. We got Dajan 3-star and Toby 12VL. You can tab and see people's ranks. Some people hide theirs though. We've got a semi-pro and a rookie. I'm a pro, and my friend there is a semi-pro. I think we're with the same guy we were with last game. That is definitely good. But yeah, I've kind of had two itches lately that I've wanted to scratch. One of them has been to play more Rocket League. I played it a lot when it came out, and then I kind of stopped for a while. And I've been wanting to get back into it. And two, I've been wanting to record some things, and I wasn't really sure what to do. For those of you who don't follow me on Twitch, you'll know that I don't play a lot of Minecraft anymore, or at the moment anyway. So I've been mainly playing other games, particularly retro games and that type of thing I've been doing a lot of. But also some updated stuff too. I've just started playing Overwatch on live stream. The Culling is another one I particularly enjoy. I'd sink some hours into that game for sure. And I'm sure that there's others too that I've played recently that are just slipping my mind right now. And I figured, well, I have some free time. I've been sorting a bunch of things out lately. Why not give this a go? And let's see. So simple and easy too to play. It's really quick. You just load up the game and you're good to go. Even if you have a keyboard and mouse, you can still play. I like that. It's really good for stream too. If you're ever feeling tired and not really up to anything intense, it's just like throw up some Rocket League and chill. It's really nice for that. There's a couple of other games that are like that too that I play quite regularly. The Culling is a bit more intense. Overwatch is very laid back, I find. And Mount Your Friends is another good one. That's a good wind down game. If you've sort of played some Rocket League and you're feeling like just kind of chilling out at the end of a live stream or whatever, and you want something to do, Mount Your Friends is good for that. Golf with Your Friends too is another good one for that. Shell Shock Live. These are all games that I've been playing recently. I do have a lot of variety in my gaming now, which is good. It is good. I'm not too fond of just playing one thing all the time. And it's important too for a stream. I've played a lot of games actually over the past couple of months anyway, and finished a lot, retro or otherwise. Probably more so than I've done in a long time. On the retro setup, I've done Digimon World. I've done Spyro was another one, the original Spyro for PlayStation 1. Both of those for PlayStation 1. I haven't really done too much else yet. I actually did some retro PC stuff this morning on stream. I did a bit of that. As far as main PC goes, I've done some playthroughs. I did a playthrough of a game that came out recently called Stardew Valley, which was good. I enjoyed that one. I did GTA 5. Those of you who were here on YouTube before will remember I kind of started GTA 5, didn't get very far into it before I stopped. So I pretty much finished that up on stream. Well, for what little I had done, I restarted and we played that. That was quite a while ago though now. I did Labronia RPG. That was another good one. It was nice to do a Final Fantasy style RPG. Well, it was kind of like Final Fantasy VI, kind of an RPG, and I do like that kind of RPG. I've done Shadowgrounds and its successor, Shadowgrounds Survivor. I've also done, gosh, I did Bad Rats recently. That game is rather bad, as you'd expect from its name. He's scoring all the goals here, but I've made an epic save, so I don't feel too bad about that. I did Always Sometimes Monsters. That was another good one, an RPG game. Bit of a different RPG, actually. I've never played a game like that before. It was almost like an RPG meets a visual novel. It was sort of a half and half. And the developers of that game actually stopped in and gave away some codes and stuff. It was really nice. They were very interactive. I look forward to seeing their sequel this summer, and I'll probably play through that on stream too. I've done some Game Boy Advance games too. I've recently finished Yoshi's Island, and a little bit back now I also did Pokemon Leaf Green, both of which were fun. I have a modified DS now so that I can capture these games. I'm very interested in capturing games on their original hardware, particularly when it comes to retro stuff. I've actually spent quite a bit of money on invested in that. So not only can I play them in high quality on a HD television, but I can also... Oh. You put it in? But also so I can stream them in high quality, so the PlayStation 1 stuff, just a consolation, but the PlayStation 1 stuff I've done with that. The modified DS is a little bit different, that's done by USB, but it's actually quite a complicated setup that I'll probably talk about another time when it comes into all of these retro things I've been doing lately. Oh, last minute goal there. Yeah, there was a last minute goal. Talking about retro stuff. There's quite a complicated setup involved to setting up some of these consoles. I do have plans of doing more than just the PlayStation though. I have a PlayStation 2 and a Wii. PlayStation 2 works, the Wii is a bit iffy. It has some problems right now, but I would like to work on those a little bit.